Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Ade and I'm the veteran arcade soldier. In this video today, I'll be doing an early impressions first review of the new Capcom game Pragmata, just being released today. And it's just my first initial impressions to let you know what I think of the game, show you a little bit of what it's about, and basically give you some basic recommendations and let you know my first early thoughts after putting in about 2 hours worth into the game. So it's not obviously a full-on review, it's just basically a first taste session. So primarily so far, I've very much enjoyed the game. It's been it's got absolutely fantastic graphics, great visuals, terrific audio, and it's been highly enjoyable so far. I'll take you through a little bit of how it looks so you can get a feel for it yourself. What I'm actually doing with the game is I'm doing a walkthrough of the game by video logging my journey in the game and demonstrating everything that the game has to offer in terms of stages, bosses, fights, the mechanics. As you can see, it's got wonderful graphics. What you are in this game, you're a human that wears a mech suit. You have an AI companion called Diana. This is the home area called the shelter. So I won't really be providing any spoilers for anyone that wants to obviously play the game themselves. But, you know, you interact with Diana. You play with her during the game. She's someone that will... she opens up kind of battle options for you within the game. I'll show you one brief area here. Like I said, no spoilers. I'll just quickly cut to one of a basic zone area. Just show you the level of the graphics and whatnot. So what you are in this game, like I said, you're a human and you're trapped on this kind of space station and you're trying to call Earth and eventually trying to get back to Earth. I won't move anywhere else in the game. Just give you a basic look around here. You've got a number of weapons that you can upgrade. Lots of cosmetic touches on these weapons. Lots of different kind of abilities and powers. And Diana is your AI companion. Like I said, you carry around on your back. And when you encounter enemies, you kind of go into this hacking mode with her where you can kind of hack the enemies open and it kind of opens them up to take more damage, etc. And she adds an extra layer of combat towards just, you know, the normal run and gun that you might expect from like an action shooter. It's third person based. The detail on everything is absolutely phenomenal. The graphics look absolutely amazing, and you know, great sound effect and a good plot storyline that's driven with a lot of passion and emotion. Already, even in the first few hours of the game, your character Hugh is already bonding with Diana. Even though she's an AI robot, she's very cute, like a young little kid, and he obviously is quite protective of her. And you know, and I'm very interested to see how the game develops and the storyline progresses. But yeah, wonderful visuals. Very interesting and very engaging so far. And the difficulty level, there's two difficulty levels at start. You've got casual mode, which is just basically just a walkthrough kind of game, walkthrough mode where, you know, it's very easy. And then you have your standard mode. The standard mode, I mean, what I would say so far, slight negatives is that it does give you quite a lot of energy. You know, you can kind of re-up your energy basically and get yourself back to full health quite easily. I mean, some of the enemies are quite tricky because in the sense of you have a lot of fiddly kind of mechanics to kind of get your head around. You're not only jumping around, you're jumping, you're strafing, you're aiming, but you're also trying to hack into robots that while maneuvering this kind of grid system that kind of locks into the hacking mechanics of the game. And then therefore you kind of take your eye off the ball and then you're not moving around enough and then the enemies strike you. So I've died a couple of times, which were a little bit embarrassing, I would say. But ultimately, you know, it is good fun and there's definitely a lot of scope for a lot of variety in terms of gameplay, weapon upgrades, and yeah, potential for very interesting combat. So yeah, I would say that, like I said, I'm 2 hours into the game. I'm into the second major area of the game, and yeah, it's definitely a good start at the moment. What I would say is that there is potentially some small flaws in the sense of when you get into the combat, you know, the music kind of starts pumping for the engagement or like the battle scene that you're in, and sometimes it can be a little bit repetitive with the samey comments that the characters like to make. But you know, that's just one small kind of blemish on things. And seeing as this is Capcom's first venture into this new IP, this new franchise, you know, they're never going to get everything perfectly right, but it's definitely a solid start, I would say, and I'm very much enjoying what I've gotten into so far. So on that note, I will end this early first impressions review, and I'll say that it's definitely a game that is well worth checking out if you're into action adventure games. And this game has a lot of, I'd say, innovation to it. It's very beautiful. The sound is on point, like I said. The graphics are amazing, and yeah, I think it's something that would definitely appeal to people that either like either action games, shooters, and anything to do with sci-fi. You know, it kind of wraps up a whole load of these concepts all into one. So on that note, I will bring my mini review to an end. Like I said, it's just a first impressions review. And like I said, what I'll be doing, I'll be posting this review on YouTube. So hopefully you'll be checking out. If you did appreciate the review, please give my my review a thumbs up, a positive, and engage with any comments that you may have. Please feel free to subscribe if you like the content and like to see a bit more. I'll do plenty of other things on my channel. And also as well, if you're not in a position to get the game yet, or you're not planning on buying a game but want to see what the game is all about, then I will be making a playlist that has a complete walkthrough with the game, and I'll be documenting that on YouTube as well, and I can be followed on Twitch. So a lot of my content is easily accessible, like I said, through YouTube or Twitch. And yeah, just look out for the links in the description. And yeah, thank you for watching my video, and I look forward to catching you on the next one. Thank you and take care.